Okay, this is a video response to the Russian guy who makes a comparison between the USSR and the EU. And I know this is too easy, I know it's too stupid, but since you've been favorited 22 times, and then I saw this guy from Rotterdam agreeing with you, education is really a big issue in the West. People are really ignorant, so it's too easy, but I'm gonna make it anyway as quickly as possible. So, first issue, well, I'm sorry, the only non-accountable people, and really non-accountable people in the EU are in the Commission, and as you know, the Commission doesn't have any decision-making power. All the decision-making, the law-making, the everything-making, the orientation-giving, the everything is from the European Council and the European Union Council, and both are composed, as you know, of national leaders and heads of states and ministers and a bunch of people directly accountable to their electorate, and with only their national interests in their mind, obviously. So please. Okay, next thing. Yes, the USSR had a gigantic machine, a gigantic state machine, whose only military sector took 15% of the GNP. The EU, on the other hand, has this small, invisible, extremely flexible and ever-changing machine, which only takes 1% of the 27's GNP, and with that 1% makes all the structural politics, the fishing, the commercial, the agricultural policies, the help to the third world, the help to each other, the everything. So please, American government takes, I think, 20% of American GNP. So really, I think we're small and productive and rational. Okay, next thing. Yes, the USSR had a planned economy and did rely on the extensive allocation of resources because you were communists. We are not communists. We are capitalists. So we do not need the continuous extension of our resources. We just need to potentialize the ones we have. That's how capitalist logic goes. So yes, the USSR didn't need expansion for its survival, but it didn't fall because it stopped expanding, as you well know. It fell because its gigantic state machine wasn't able to adapt itself to the new globalized economy, to the new informational economy conditions. And it is true that you tried to do many reforms and you were very lucid about your issues. You were heroic. I must say, Khrushchev, Brezhnev, Gorbachev, Perestroika, the reconstruction, yes, you tried, and you always failed. Why did you fail? Well, you did have this gigantic state machine, this gigantic bureaucratic machine which hindered any possibility of reform and who could just not adapt to this new flexibility and potentializing and communication between all sectors that our globalization economy needs. And that has nothing to do with the EU whatsoever. The EU not only takes 1% of our GNP and is small and flexible and everything, it's itself a product of a revolution, you know, a quite recent revolution, and it has in itself the seeds to change continuously, and has made many reforms with much success, really, many times. The last time was in '92, and we all know how successful it was. So please shut up. Okay, and then yes, it is true that the USSR had huge corruption, and the corruption had to do with the very nature of your political system. It's very complicated, but anyway, we do not have that in the EU. I'm sorry. We have a balance of powers. We have separation of powers. We have every institution checking out every other institution. We have the European Parliament being allowed and having the power to make any inquiries about whatever he wants to whoever he wants, whenever he wants. And it has used that power very productively many times. So please, there is little or no corruption in the EU, and when there is, it is quickly discovered, as it was many times. So please shut up. Okay, next. It is true that USSR smashed nations. I'm really sorry. It was your trip, your philosophy, your whole next stage of humanity thing. Well, that has nothing to do with the EU whatsoever. The EU, as being ruled by heads of state, are you suggesting that the heads of state are working for their own destruction. I don't know. But anyway, the EU institutions work with the 15 official languages, with all the resource waste and everything that goes along with working with 15 languages. And the EU does that because it respects and preserves and develops the national spirits. It gives a new future, a new opportunity, a new vision, a new start to our national spirits. If you study a little what happened here in Portugal, Portugal was completely lost when we got to the EU, and the EU has helped us so much. It has given us a second chance. It has given us everything we never thought we never could get by ourselves. And I am, as a Portuguese, have a new national spirit and a new hope for my country because of the EU and thanks to the EU, so please shut up. Okay, and next thing, internal and external coercion. I'm really sorry. The USSR had that. Yes, you did. I'm really sorry. The EU does not have that. Well, in the internal side, you have all German, French, English, whatever papers spending their time criticizing and saying bullshit about the EU. Jacques Chirac likes to spend his time to say bullshit about the EU, and he doesn't get any problems. The Economist spends its European section saying shit about the EU, so please, how can you be so ignorant? Well, I don't think you are, but well, anyway, that's another thing. So, and in the external side, as I told you, the EU saved my country. It helped us so much. It was the best thing that could happen to us to get in the EU. So it's really a big insult telling our neighbors, and well, that they shouldn't join. Of course, everyone wants to join and be helped and get a second chance. It's normal, and everyone is entitled to it. I'm really sorry, and it has nothing to do with coercion. It has to do with solidarity and with future and with keeping the best of all of us together in order to make a new future and build something totally new and revolutionary and more adapt to our present times, which, as you know, are ever changing, and China is growing, and we have to do something about it. We have to adapt or we will be smashed. And so, I guess my point is that, no, I'm sorry, the EU will not collapse. No, it won't, anytime soon. I'm really sorry. We have everything it takes. We're small, we're flexible, we're ever changing. We are totally capable of reform. We are ever enlarging. Russia will come, Turkey will come, Morocco, Tunisia, Georgia, Uzbekistan, Albania, Serbia, they will all come, you know, and we will build this bright, multicultural, revolutionary future. And we will be very, very successful in building that future. I'm really sorry. And I think Russians are perfectly aware of this fact. Because unlike us, you are educated. So please don't come and bullshit all the Westerners, well, on TV, on the YouTube, or anywhere. And yes, we do have many issues. It's true, we do have many political and economical issues. The EU needs to get closer to the citizen, and people need to get more conscious about the benefits of the EU and to understand what is exactly the EU in this world and how can it help us to face our gigantic challenges that are ahead of us. But all those issues can be tackled and will be tackled because we have all the potential it takes to change and to reinvent ourselves and to adapt ourselves and to do everything we must do with the utmost success. So I'm really sorry the USSR couldn't make it. I'm really sorry that Russia couldn't make it. Tavares, all the best to you all. Well, just don't come to TV and say these random idiotic things. And to the Europeans and to the Americans, please, you should know better. Go study, please. Go study because you should know better. Thank you.